Good morning, everyone. This is Xiamen City in Fujian Province. Xiamen International Marathon 2015 will be commencing soon. This is the 12th international marathon since the inception in 2003. It has become a gold medalist competition for 8 consecutive years. This event has made Xiamen well known to the world, and it has eventually become a prominent international competition in the world. There are 2 categories in Xiamen International Marathon, which are half marathon and full marathon. Today, we have 45,000 participants that turned out for this event. We also had women's marathon and half marathon on 1st November last year. These events have been running consecutively for 3 months and is also known as Xiamen Marathon Festival.
Now
we can see the athletes are ready. They are running out from the starting point. The theme for marathon this year is Beautiful Xiamen, Healthy Life.
Thank
you for the live update. Today is all about new people at a new event, as the marathon is carried out at a new venue. This is the beginning of the first marathon. This is also the main attraction and what is unique about this event. The starting point of this marathon, there are 45,000 participants, 25,000 taking part in a full marathon and 20,000 in a half marathon. A 5-kilometer and 10-kilometer marathon were carried out on the 13th of December and drew massive attention. As we mentioned just now, we've invited several excellent athletes to join this event, and included Tadesse Tola, the best record holder at the Beijing Marathon 2013 with 2 hours, 7 minutes and 16 seconds. Here comes the champion. He's also the key person today. 45 people with 19 men and 16 women from 6 countries. The best result was 2 hours, 44 minutes and 49 seconds. The level of these athletes is getting higher and higher. And the best result for the women's marathon was 2 hours, 19 minutes and 52 seconds. For the time being, the best record for the men's marathon was held by Nagari Turfa from Ethiopia in 2013, which was 2 hours, 7 minutes and 32 seconds. That's 16 seconds behind the best record in China, which was held by Tola. The best result for the women's marathon last year, 2 hours, 21 minutes and 36 seconds, held by Dibaba from Ethiopia. Before this, the best record stood for 6 years. And what's more exciting is the champions and the runner-up from both men's and women's marathons are all joining us this year. This has demonstrated the law, the power and the liking of this event for these athletes. Spring is coming soon and the view is beautiful now with clear blue skies, and the weather is good today. However, sometimes Xiamen has some issues with wind speed. At the beginning, the weather was quite good, and there were 45,000 participants in this event moving forward to get the prizes. They're not here just for fun, but also for the target they've set for themselves. They've run 2 kilometers in around 5 minutes. The pioneers are M3 and M8. M8 is Kipsang Emmanuel, M3 is Marga Tashoma. Marga was born in 1982. The 10 women and 10 male athletes invited this year are quite young. M19 and M12 are the athletes who joined us before. M19 is the champion for the event last year. This is the starting point of the event, Xiamen Lighthouse Park at Wuteng. Today, as the running route has changed, this road has presented different views of Huandao Road. Huandao Road is a unique place east from the city. We call it Donghuan Guanghai. The Lighthouse Park was built in 2012 on January the 4th. Okay, back to the professional athletes. M3 and M8 are still running ahead. The event's starting point is Lighthouse Park, located at Wutong. After the start, they go south, followed by northwest, and then west, passing by Huizan and heading to Hundao South Road and Yunding South Road. Then they go north, turn left, and go back to Hundao South Road, and this is the end point of the half marathon. Make a U-turn, pass by Huli Hill Fort, go back to Hundao South Road, go straight to Huizan Road, Conference and Exhibition Center, then continue north and go back to Lighthouse Park at Wutong. The whole distance is 42.195 kilometers. As you can see from the route map, the participants are heading north-south and making a U-turn. This event is focused on Hundao Road. The route is easier for athletes compared to the past, especially when it was 28 kilometers. Last year they needed to go up and down a hill, which was exhausting. Compared to this, the running road for this year is easier. The only challenge is Huli Hill Fort. Since the level of difficulty of the running road is lower, it should be easier to gain better results. Although many participants have joined this event before, this route is new to them. Even though there are changes, the number of participants hasn't decreased. A lot of people have still registered for the full marathon. This marathon season began last year. Last November we had the women's marathon. In December there were marathons for 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers. It drew more interest and attention to marathons. In the past, the organizers announced the race results at the end point, but now they've changed the way to get certificates. The participants can log on to the official website and print the certificates by themselves. Before the competition, the participants printed out their targets and reviewed how far they can go. This is Tola. Tola's record is 2 hours, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. He will hold the best record in the world if he can shorten that by 25 seconds. He also holds the best record in China. The weather today is not bad at 11 degrees Celsius. It's 1 to 2 degrees lower compared to the past, but the humidity is only 51%. It's ideal on Hundao Road. Sometimes, especially on cloudy days, the humidity has reached 90%. In the beginning of the year, wearing this kind of shirt for a marathon is ideal. Reviewing marathons of the past, the temperature was in the first marathon. It was March. The temperature was 18 degrees when the competition began. In 2008, the temperature was around 13 to 14 degrees when the competition started. Every participant has a special story. There's a father joining the marathon because of his daughter. When he runs, his daughter looks up to him like an idol and pays him the highest respect. This becomes his motivation to run, so he runs to show his best. Everyone has his own story, so does every runner. This is one of the landmarks for the marathon in the past, and it looks different from a bird's eye view. From this scene, we can see the weather is good. On the 1st of January, the weather was cold, but it turned warm on the 2nd and 3rd of January. It's sunny and low humidity on Huandao Road. Very good for the athletes. Now you can see M3 and M8 are running ahead. M3 comes from Kenya, born in 1991. M8 comes from Ethiopia, born in 1982. Amongst these athletes, only 2 were born in the 1970s, including the champion last year, Mariko Kipchumba. The rest were born in the 1980s, mostly 1988 and 1989. You can see that male athletes are mostly from younger generations.